Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be tackling this mess. So I know rather recently I did a bookcase remodel, reorganization, whatever you want to call it, but I just moved and I wanted to show you guys my apartment, which I'll insert a clip right here. So this is where you come in. It's the front door. It's locked right now, so I'm not gonna open it for you. This is my second closet. I'm keeping mostly my art stuff in here. The reason why I have a second closet is because my roommate has two in her room, but I only have one, so I got the hall closet. This is our dining area, and we don't really have a pantry, so this is kind of our makeshift pantry, sort of. This is our kitchen. I just finished breakfast, so my dirty dishes are there. I'm gonna do those first. We have stuff all in the cabinets. Oh, I didn't close our pantry, so I can actually show it to you. So our pantry is literally one box width. Like, who designed that? This is our laundry room, though. Really nice. But I'm not gonna go in there because there was a cockroach in here yesterday and I'm afraid of those. We have a dishwasher, forgot to mention that, stove, microwave, refrigerator, all that jazz. So that's to my roommate's room. I'm not gonna go in there, but she has a very nice room. Aww, she has a countdown until my birthday. I know you can't see all the letters, but that's super sweet. I'm gonna cry. This is our living space. Couches are mine. We don't have the TV set up yet. Actually, I think all the furniture that you've seen so far is mine. I furnished the outside part because I had lived in an apartment where I had furniture for that before, and she didn't. Outside are my plants. Here, let's open this up. My plant babies. Most of them are out here. You probably can't hear me at all. My furniture. I have two here, and then I have three in my room. We do live on the second floor, so this is my room. Oh, in case you're wondering, this door goes to my bathroom, but we'll get to it for my room. So this is my room. It's a mess right now. Definitely not finished. My dresser is actually in my closet. I'll show you that in a second. I have a nice window that I can look out of when I'm at my desk. I have a bulletin board. My bookshelves are over there, which, if you can't tell, I was turning on the light, still need to be organized. Jewelry box is actually in this mirror. Hello. Which is great, but all of it is a huge mess. So I need to organize that. I have a shelf, I have a nightstand, and then this is my bathroom, which I can't turn on the light from here. So this is, hello again. This is pretty much done, honestly. I'm just going to be moving things around as I get adjusted to it. I also have a medicine cabinet behind me, and that's the door to go outside. So that's kind of nice that I have two entrances to my bathroom. I've already taken advantage of that. And then my closet hanging, so that's my dresser, my hamper with dirty clothes, so I'm not gonna focus on it. These are my these are all shirts and jackets, and this is kind of everything else. So cardigans, skirts, dresses, pants, and then really fancy clothes. And then up top, I know in there I have some beach towels and bathing suits. That's all empty. Scarves, hoodies, and then sweaters, because even though I live in Florida, I own a million sweaters. And then toilet paper, kind of extra stuff over here, extra lotion, extra conditioner, extra whatever, so I don't have to go out and buy it when I run out necessarily right away. And then my shoes are hanging besides the ones that I wear the most, but that's pretty much it. And I also thought I would take you through me reorganizing my bookcase one more time. I know it's been recent, but I actually have some plans to switch it up. I think I'm going to be organizing a little bit differently. I think I'm really gonna focus more on organizing by genre than by favorites like I did last time. So we're gonna see how this goes. I kind of don't have any plans. Everything is just in boxes all over the place. And yeah, it's kind of a mess and it's stressing me out just a little bit. Without further ado, I'm gonna get started. Yeah, it's been a few days since I filmed me organizing my bookcase. My mom stopped by, and coming back that night I was exhausted, so I ended up finishing this up a different day. But basically what I did was very similar to last time. I stuck the books into piles, also known as stacks, and I kind of organized them based into adult fantasy, YA fantasy, my classics, which include things like my Harry Potter collection, my Chronicles of Narnia collection, my Sherlock Holmes collection, stuff like that. And then I also had TBR, and I also had my hardbacks. I decided to put them into a set together, which most of my hardbacks are either YA, fantasy, or sci-fi, so they kind of go together anyways. Oh, and then of course I have the everything else shelf. So after that, I started putting together my hardback shelf first because I knew where I wanted it. I had this shelf that I lowered down on my darker bookcase, and I lowered it down so that it would just barely fit my tallest hardbacks. And so I put all of those in, and there was enough room for like 3 more books. So at the end, I kind of narrowed everything down and decided that Nevernight needed to go with those, even though I don't have all of them in hardbacks. So the only paperback on that shelf is God's Grave. And then I started working on trying to figure out where I wanted to put my young adult books. At first I thought I was going to put them on my white bookcase on the bottom, but I pretty quickly realized that I didn't want to do that. I thought that they would all fit together in one and I could kind of stack them together, but I just didn't have enough room to do what I wanted to do. So I moved them up to the big space on my dark bookcase. The middle shelf has a lot of space because I also moved the top shelf up a few rungs so that it actually can't fit a hardback straight up. It can only fit certain types of paperback straight up. Put all of my YA on this big shelf. I was hoping to fit them a little bit better, but I'm not super happy with how it turned out, and I'll show you guys in just a second what it looks like. Unfortunately, that shelf is going to be changed again. Just right now, I don't know how I want to change it, so it is what it is. Then I started working on my adult fantasy. I thought I was going to be able to fit all of this into 2 shelves, but it doesn't quite fit into 2 shelves. So I have like my favorite YA fantasy right behind me where I film, and I'm a little bit bummed because of how I sit. You won't be able to see my absolute favorite book ever, which is Legacy of Ash by Matthew Ward. You should go read it. I could fit things pretty comfortably this way, and I didn't have to put anything on top of each other, so that was nice for this shelf. And then my bottom shelf, I decided to put all of my adult fantasy, my mass market paperbacks, which I love. Most of those are actually my favorites too, but I just thought they would look better all together. And then some other adult fantasy that I love or couldn't fit anywhere else. And so the only fantasy that kind of didn't get put with other fantasy was my Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit set and my Aragon set, which I'm still missing Inheritance for. They, unfortunately, just based on how they are sized, got put with my miscellaneous category, which is fine. And looking at them right now, they're actually out of order. So I'm going to fix that. Gideon the Ninth, Harrow the Ninth, Middle Game, and A Memory Called Empire, they totally do not deserve to be on the miscellaneous shelf, but I didn't want to put them with my YA. I didn't want to put them with my hardbacks because they're not the same size hardbacks. They're a lot shorter. And I didn't have enough room in my adult fantasy shelf that has more room. So they got put with miscellaneous stuff. I'll show you what it looks like, and then that'll be it. I'm not going to go through every single book that I own because I have quite recently done that, and I think it would be a waste of my time to do it again. I haven't hung these lights up. I think I'm going to actually put them over by my desk instead, but things are still kind of getting settled, but I wanted to get this video out to you as quickly as possible. Okay, so starting at the top right of the white bookcase, I have my classics section. So, like I said, Harry Potter, Sherlock Holmes, Chronicles of Narnia mostly. And then below that, I have what I'm calling my miscellaneous shelf. Like I said, the Ninth House stuff, Tolkien, Inheritance series, and my more miscellaneous stuff. And then you go to the left, and this is more of my fantasy that is adult, but still doesn't quite fit into my favorites category. Like, I absolutely love the 5th season. It just doesn't fit on the next shelf. And I love my Brandon Sanderson. It just doesn't fit. So it kind of goes here instead. And The Hunger Games is really weird because I know it's YA and I know it's dystopian, not fantasy, but I love, love, love it. So it goes with like more of my favorite genre than it would with something else. Anyways, here's my favorites shelf. I have a lot of my stuff for Bookopoly-thon on here as well, and this is kind of what's going to be behind me in most of my filming, so I wanted it to look even and nice, even though it's not even or nice, but anyways, yeah. And then moving up to my dark bookcase, here is my hardbacks. This shelf makes me happy for the most part, except for the fact that these books are just a little bit shorter than these ones, and the fact that that one paperback doesn't totally go, but it's fine, it's fine. And then here's my YA fantasy for the most part. Yeah, I'm not happy with the stuff that's stacked here, in case you couldn't tell, but that's where it's going. And then up top is my TBR and my Switch. I haven't unpacked my Switch yet, but I'm not going to show you my TBR because I have some stuff that's going to be coming up and it's kind of secret. Above all of that is my skull and some stuff that my brother made and some more stuff that my brother made, along with candy and my candle, and I need to update that board. That's it. I hope you enjoyed. Anyways, thank you for watching. It means so much to me. If you've read any of these books or want to talk about bookcase organization or have any suggestions for some of the really weirdly placed books, let me know down in the comments below. But until next time, I can't remember how my outro goes, but I'll talk to you in the comments. Bye.